Want a refill?
Huh?
Rama,
I'm sorry, what did you say?
do you want more coffee?
Yes, please. It's really very good. Does your mama have a secret recipe or something?
Yeah, probably. My mom's got a secret recipe for just about everything.
She must be very grateful that you're able to fill in for her tonight.
I just try to help whenever I can.
You know, I don't usually drink coffee at night, but with Vimal in prison, I just can't get any sleep.
Isn't that about to change?
Why?
Well, Clint Buchanan confessed to half the crimes committed in Lambview, including the whole DNA test switching thing. That's got to be good news for Vimal, right?
Thank you for coming on such short notice.
I'm your attorney, Mr. Patel. If you tell me it's urgent, I show up.
It's about Mr. Buchanan's confession.
You saw it?
The whole prison saw it. Everybody was cheering, and nobody louder than I did.
Why was that?
He came clean. He finally admitted that he ordered me to change those tests, so now you can get me out of here.
Mr. Patel, I'm afraid it's not that simple.
I don't know what Clint Buchanan's confession means for Vimal.
But it's got to help. You know, maybe he served enough time where they can let him out.
I'm hoping that's true.
So why don't you look happy?
I'd be overjoyed if Vimal was released, but that just solves one problem, Christian. There's still another one, and it's staring at me right in the face.
Clint Buchanan's confession might help us build a case for coercion, but a judge could still rule against us.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that no one put an actual gun to your head, Mr. Patel. You could have refused to commit that crime in the first place.
Clint Buchanan would have hunted me down. You must make that clear.
I will try, but I...
No buts! I have to get out of here. My wife, Rama, is expecting a baby.
You haven't told him yet, have you?
No. Vimal still has no idea that I'm not pregnant, and if he gets out, there'll be no way around it. I'll have to tell him, and Christian, I just don't know how.
Patel, you never mentioned that your wife was pregnant.
It's the main reason I agreed to plead guilty.
Uh-huh.
But Rama convinced me that if I got Clint Buchanan off the hook, then he would be generous to us and maybe even give me my job back. And since we needed to provide for our beautiful child, I agreed. Otherwise, Rama would never have been able to talk me into it.
Wait. Your wife convinced you to take the rap for Clint Buchanan?
Yes, but I understood why. It was all for the baby.
I don't like... Your wife must have made a good case to convince you to go to prison, Mr. Patel.
Oh, she can be very persuasive.
I just hope she's right about Clint Buchanan.
You don't think that Mr. Buchanan will find a way to repay me for my sacrifice?
I don't think anyone can figure out Clint Buchanan these days. He's quite a mystery. But I will do all I can to help you, Mr. Patel.
Thank you. I'll be counting the days until I can return to my wife and my unborn child.
When your husband finds out he's got a shot of getting out of prison, he's going to be way too happy to stay mad at you.
You think so?
Of course. And it's not like every guy has someone like you to come home to. He's got to know how lucky he is.
You're making me feel better already.
Sure it's not the soup? Listen, the only way you're really going to feel better is if you talk to him. So, why don't you go to Statesville right now?
Oh, no more for me, Chris, thanks.
Working late tonight, huh?
Yeah, I got a client in Statesville who's trying to catch a break. I promised I'd try to help him.
Vimal Patel? Sorry, the name just kind of jumped out at me.
You know him?
His wife was here. She was wondering if Clint's confession would change things for her husband. So if you have the case, does that mean he's going to be let out?
I didn't realize you were so close to the Patels.
Just Rama. It would be nice to see her get some good news.
Well, I'm hoping to get the case reopened. It does look like there was a lot of coercion involved, and I hate to see a man in prison whose wife is pregnant.
Wife is pregnant.
Christian?
What?
Is something wrong?
It's just something it's between Rama and her husband.
I knew it! I knew you would come! You saw it, didn't you? Mr. Buchanan confessing on TV.
Yes, I saw it.
I called Dale Delgado right away. She just left. She said she's going to do everything she can to get me out of here. Isn't that wonderful?
God, that is wonderful. It's a dream come true, Vimal.
It's been torture being in here without you. Pregnancy is something no woman should have to go through on her own. You need somebody by your side to share your anticipations and soothe your doubts. Soon, I'll be able to do that. Soon, I'll be able to hold you. I'll put my hand on your belly and feel our child leap with joy that his father will finally be... Rama, beloved, what is it?
Vimal, there's something I must tell you.